My ego's swollen.
Welcome to Book Club. This is Favorite 4, Issue 12. This week's pick was Alan's. So take her away, Alan.
So, Matt, I'm going to get you to share your screen.
There we go.
And I will talk about it, but it'll be on the side. So I'm going to quickly just go through the cover. The cover is not related to the story that we're reading, but it is just 4 favorites would have generally 4 stories. That's 4 favorite stories. This is the story that we're going to be reading is the Unknown Soldier's story within the book. The Unknown Soldier is the guy on the upper left, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, the guy with the mask.
I was trying to. These are characters that most people wouldn't necessarily be familiar with. These are more, this is a publisher that was kind of lost to the golden age. But this publisher, what people have to recognize is this is where L.B. Cole, one of the more famous artists from the golden age, he actually, his very first cover art was on 4 Favorites 13, which is the very next issue. But he did get a bit of his artistic practice in the story that we're going to be reading, which is an L.B. Cole drawn story. Now, most people think of L.B. Cole as a cover artist, but he did do a lot of interiors as well. And this is like early on in L.B. Cole's career. So, with that being said, I'll give the cover. I think it's a kind of a cool cover. It's got a little bit of you got this one guy with a peg for an arm. It's kind of a cool cover. It's done by Louis Farrastat.
Yeah, I think when you scroll down a little bit, it looks a little cooler. Scroll down.
Yeah, I mean the top is not as cool, but they're fighting on the world. Actually, I think it's kind of a classic cover. They're fighting for, this is them fighting for the Pacific, they're literally on the Pacific, and the guy's supposed to be a Japanese, bad guy there. So I think it's a cool cover. I'm going to give the cover a 3.5. Okay. It's not necessarily my favorite cover of the golden age or anything like that, but I think it's a cool cover. So now let's get into the actual story. And then it's a very, the cool thing about the golden age, we'll just skip right to the Unknown Soldier one. I think it's page 13, I believe.
Sorry.
Oh, you skipped right past the book.
Yes, I did. I hit the wrong previous. Or next, sorry. So let's see here. The Clown.
The Clown.
I read the whole book. I just can't help myself.
What'd you think of it, by the way? Quickly.
I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. So, but we're going to focus on the Unknown Soldier.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's the next story.
And the reason we're focusing on the Unknown Soldier story is, I was kind of aware that golden age stories are a little bit longer, than typical modern books. Like one golden age story within a book is usually longer than maybe 2 comics in the modern age. So I was kind of a little bit aware of that. This one starts out with a really cool splash page. In a way, this screenshot doesn't do it justice. But what you have is this soldier that's being basically crucified. And on the other side, you have Hitler dressed as the devil, holding a bleeding heart and commanding troops of the undead. And actually, you think, oh, that's way over the top. What does it have to do with the story? It actually is relevant to the story. So the story picks up, the first 2 pages really describe this soldier that is going to die. He is going to die. They're not even hiding the end of the story. They're actually telling you this kid's going to die. But they tell you that he's a normal kid. He was the grocery clerk. He was the kid that played rookie baseball. He was the kid that got into fights with bullies. He's the kid, change page. He's the kid, the kid that was drafted to the army. He's the kid that didn't know anything what he was getting involved with when he got into the military. And then he was one of the kids that was put into the front lines. So that's kind of, the hero's journey in this case. And you got to sort of understand it from what these kids are going through. And the reason they kind of made it like an everyman story, that this could be you, right? Because at the time, this is like during the heart of the Second World War. Young boys were just going over to over to Germany and fighting, or going overseas to fight, or going into the Pacific and fighting, and they really had no clue what they were getting into. And we always imagine ourselves as being the bravest person out there. If I was in a war, I would rush against the enemy, and I would get like so many medals, and that's not the real way it works. So next page.
Yeah. I always joke that I would be number one, as in the first one killed.
It's like, so what they go to they basically go to a beachhead. He gets to see his friends, the people that he's sort of just connected with. They're getting killed left, right, and center. And he's noticing that they're not doing well. This is not a winning strategy that they're going into. And he basically is the last remaining soldier. So skip next page.
Yeah.
So all of his friends are getting killed. They're all charging. You see that. And what happens is all of his friends die, but the Germans are still coming. And it's not just one or two Germans. It's the whole, it seems like the whole German army is going to come down on him. He's in a ditch. He's like, I'm screwed. And he basically prays, anyone, I'll sell my soul if somebody will save me, basically. Okay. And when you make that kind of pledge or like request, well, sometimes somebody listens, and we get the devil that listens. And the devil is in the form of Hitler himself. So we get this sort of devil Hitler that appears to the boy and says, I will grant you your wish. I will save you. And I'll give you 100 days, where you will be saved. But at the end of that time, I'm going to collect your soul. Okay. So after this happened, basically the boy becomes super brave. He's like, nothing can stop me. And he actually starts fighting against the Nazis. And he's like this unstoppable force. He's brave. He's got everything going for him. And when the reinforcements come, they see him fighting by himself against a whole German group of soldiers. And he's winning. So he becomes kind of a symbol of American heroism. And, people sort of follow him. So kind of a cool setup, right? And then, so this is him fighting against the tanks. Scroll down a bit. And he's literally just mowing them down. And this is the other soldiers seeing him doing this. Like, he's like a one-man army. And they give him like sort of like a victory thing. Oh, you're so awesome. And okay, so next page. But 100 days pass, and it's now time to pay your dues, right? And so Hitler comes to him and says, hey, now it's time for you to pay. Your soul is mine. Your soul is mine, basically. And you're no longer under my protection. And one of the things that Hitler, the devil Hitler, wants is for this boy to really kind of come to that realization that he is no longer invincible. And now that he's a symbol of American heroism, well, that means that American heroism isn't invincible anymore either. And this boy, if he just becomes a complete loser, all of a sudden people that believed in him and believed in the war effort will also lose their confidence in the war effort. And they will basically, Hitler's kind of using this boy to basically demoralize all of the U.S. military. So what ends up happening is the boy, now that he's kind of like soulless and lacking the drive to be, he doesn't believe in himself anymore. He becomes weak. He does become weak. And the unknown soldier kind of steps in his place just to, be the heroic figure. Now, so what ends up happening is that they have to go in some battle, and he goes in front, and the unknown soldier takes his place, and then make it look like he's still doing his job and still being the heroic person that he needs to be. But then Hitler comes up with an evil scheme. He says, hey, there's he sort of has another battle that's happening I think it's in Norway. And the unknown soldier is called to go over there and deal with it. Basically, they assign this boy to a very interesting position. There's this mountain pass that the German military has to go through. It's a bottleneck. And so they assign this one ultra brave soldier to basically be the defender of this mountain pass. But now he's a coward and he can't get the unknown soldier to basically fill in for him and act brave. And so if the German military gets through this mountain pass, they're done. The war, will be a victory for Hitler. And Hitler knows that this boy has no soul anymore, so it's going to be easy victory. Okay, scroll down a bit. I think I got up to this part.
Yes, so, this is where he's talking about. It's another Lidice. If everybody remembers, that's the city in Czechoslovakia they wrecked the entire city of.
Yeah. So, and so the unknown soldier is basically out of there. And he has to go and you get the situation where this boy is now the one that has to stand up against this Nazi group. And he doesn't, but the unknown soldier is actually giving him some advice and some guidance. If you scroll down a little bit. This is the unknown soldier talking to some god, god of war. And basically what happens is the unknown soldier is the boy that is here. He's visited by the ghosts of other soldiers that fought valiantly. And they're actually real people, I believe, that died in different things. Like one was from Doolittle's campaign where he got killed by the Japanese. That was the thing where they did that little air raid into Japan. These are all war heroes, and they all died in the cause, and they're there to inspire him to regain his soul, basically, so that he can stand up against these Germans. Okay, and it works. He gets inspired by them. So next page. Next page. Oh, okay. You had me worried there. Scroll up. So they encourage him, and they show him it's almost like, they show him what's going to happen if he fails. Like, there'll be the camps and all this kind of wonderful stuff. There's some really good images. Like you have the death camps there. You have the Nazis, whipping children. This is whipping children. Yeah, whipping children. Yeah. And it's and this is the cities that will be destroyed if you fail. So really kind of, showcasing how much this matters. And your life doesn't matter, actually. The cause matters more. And they really inspire the boy to say, okay, my life is meaningless compared to what this means for the rest of the world. So he finally gets the courage, and he starts fighting against this force that's coming up the mountain pass. But bullets are whizzing by him. I think it's on the next page.
Yeah, just a sec here.
Okay, so bullets are whizzing by him. He's getting hit. He's no longer invincible. And what he does is he takes a grenade and he charges one of the tanks and basically blows himself up underneath this tank, taking out the mountain pass, taking out the German, you can see it. He took out everything. and saves the day. But obviously doesn't, it's not a flesh wound. It's a this is a serious thing.
I know.
He gets blown up. Okay.
You can't call this a draw.
Yeah, he's not going to walk this off. So they basically say that they found his like remains. Like it's pretty brutal. And he joins the spirits of all these fallen heroes. And they give him like, full military honors for his sacrifice. Okay. But really, this story is meant to be inspirational, that when you're going into the war as a soldier, this is the attitude you need to have, that your life really doesn't matter, but what you can do with your life for the cause of America and saving and protecting, like, land of liberty and all that kind of stuff is worth more than your life. Very inspirational story. And I think it was well told, considering it was told in like 8 pages. Like it's something like that. It's really short number of pages, and they told this kind of very elaborate story that I think was well told. And I really liked the artwork as well. Some of the artwork is pretty crazy.
Before you start your scores, Man Cave said something about centerfold. Can you scroll back and try to find the centerfold?
It's hard to show.
Yeah, the centerfold is the beginning of the story.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Let me just hang on here.
Yeah, take your time.
I saw something in the end of the book that actually shows the centerfold on one page.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, because if we had that, then we could. Because it's a beautiful centerfold. It's probably one of the most iconic.
Yes, here we go.
It's one of the most iconic centerfolds.
Yeah,
I would say.
Pretty good.
You got this. I mean, it's just a crazy scene. You got him on a cross. You got all the soldiers, like undead soldiers. You got this Hitler in a like devil costume. It's a pretty cool centerfold.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
I remember seeing this earlier.
Part of the reason I chose this book is I just recently picked it up. I don't actually have it yet. It's one of those ones that's coming. And the reason I picked it up was for this centerfold. Because somebody said, you got to see this. It's really crazy. So yeah, just a great book. So I'm going to give you my scores. I gave the cover a 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the cover was good, better than average. I'm going to give the interior art, like I'm basing it on this story. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really did like, especially this splash page. It's one that you'll never forget. It's like a pretty awesome splash page.
I got to admit, Hitler dressed as the devil. I would have only thought that South Park would do that, and South Park instead had the devil and Hitler as like best buddies. So
yeah. So this is pretty cool. So I give that a 4.5. I'm going to give the story a 5. I think it's very inspirational, and it really, I think it's interesting how they played Hitler in this. They really showed what they were up against, because Hitler's even willing to let his own military die in order to achieve some big goal. He made the kid invulnerable and actually killing his own troops. But his long game was that he was going to demoralize the whole U.S. military. That's a few soldiers dying is a small sacrifice. So this kind of like really cool story, I think, for me, it's a 5. And I'm going to give the book an overall score of a 4.5. Because I think it's a pretty great one altogether. So those are my scores. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Hopefully I told it well. And we will go with Matt next.
Okay.
Probably good, just going up. that's how I'm choosing it.
Cover. We've seen the cover. I'm not going to go back. I'm going to give the cover a 4 because I like the cover. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, other than the big over, like, I like the part where it's the 2 people over the world. Yeah. But the other guy is too close. They should have put him off. It makes it look like the other guys in the story.
Oh yeah.
So and that threw me off when I was reading the book. Now I read all 4 stories, and I have to admit this is my second favorite story out of this. I
Oh,
like
okay.
the one with the hook guy
Oh,
better.
okay.
Okay. But that's just a personal opinion. For this story, the art is fun. LB Cole is pretty awesome. I gotta admit, you guys are turning me into a big fan. So the art on this one, I'm going to give it like you did, basically a 4.5. Oh no, you gave it a 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 5, but I gave 4.5, and then I said 5 to the story.
Okay. Well, the story I'm actually going to say is a 4.4. Just a 4.40. Because it's a cool story, but because it feels like propaganda, it actually to me loses a little bit. It's called The Unknown Soldier, but the unknown soldier part of it is not really a part of the story more than, okay, I'm going to cover you this one time. There, you're still a big hero. Good boy. I find that the ghosts are more inspiring than the unknown soldier in this one.
That I would agree. Yes.
Okay. Now, overall for the book, I like the book in general. All the stories were great, but any book that has Hitler dressed up like the devil, you got to give it a good score. So I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
Okay.
Biggie.
All right. Well, that leaves me. Let me just tally this up right here. 25 plus, so 47.5. So TM wasn't with us, but he added his scores to the thing, and he had a 13.5. Let me give his scores out real quick, because I'm a team player. All right. Let's see. He gave the cover a 2. He gave the inside art a 4. He gave the story. Oh, shit, I don't see it. A 2.
I saw it. 1 sec here.
Oh, okay. No, I see it. 3.75 and overall 3.5. Got it. All right, my turn. So for me, I read a lot of Unknown Soldier. It's very similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's almost there. You know, the Unknown Soldier kind of has like super abilities because it's always this guy that they can't quite tell. It's like almost like a fable or a fairy tale. You know, it's like these stories from the Unknown Soldier. He does superhuman things pretty much. My favorite part of the book was when Hitler popped up. Of course, he goes, "It's the devil or Hitler. You can call me either. I'm the same." And then he said, "I have more souls than anybody. You know, I have more souls than the devil. I am the devil. Da da da." And the Unknown Soldier has to take this deal, but he says to himself, he says, "I'm going to kill more Germans. I'm going to kill them so good that even Hitler will fear me and not even try to take my soul."
Yeah.
Some really good writing there, you know, and I enjoyed that part. I don't know why, but
no, I like that part too. I forgot to mention that. That was good that you remember that.
Yeah, so the cover for me, it's not quite a timely. This ain't quite like a Cap 1. Like, to me, Cap 1 was better. I like LB Cole. I think he's fantastic. When I saw a panel
cover, so I don't like it's.
Yeah, so, I'm kind of mishmashing because it looks the same, but yeah, I'm just saying the cover was not LB Cole. I saw a panel in the book that said LB Cole, and I assumed the whole thing was LB Cole because I saw a Cole signature on one of the panels.
He signed this one actually. If you look at the right near the feet of the soldier on the cross, you can see it says LB Cole.
Is that where I saw it? It probably was right there.
Well, yeah, isn't that where it was in the original crucifixion?
I don't think so.
I don't know. If I had this
Help
book,
Colas.
Yeah. Okay. Go
if I
ahead.
had this book, it would be very loved. It would be cool. I love these kind of books. Now, I'm not going to say it's the greatest cover, but I'll give it a 3.75.
Okay.
All right. Inside art. It might be cleaner than Simon and Kirby's Cap One, but I'm just used to Kirby and Simon's style a little bit more. So I actually would like the Cap One insides more. I know people think LB Cole and Schumberg are the Golden Age premier guys, but I'm just more adapt to Simon and Kirby. So I'm going to say I'll give it a 4. It's not like perfect. The story, it's kind of like supernatural, almost like ghosts and goblins kind of powers, and I told a good story. I agree with Alan. It's basically you're a small piece in the cog or whatever, but I skimmed over the rest of the book, and the other stories weren't bad either. They were pretty good. It's a little daunting when you get one of these books in front of you. You're like, shit, this is like 6 modern books.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like
Yeah, it's
a lot more reading.
Like if you just look at this page, for example, it's like that's like a newspaper almost. Like that's quite a bit of text. But so I got Inside Art story, a little long in the tooth. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I've read better Bronze Age Unknown Soldiers than this, honestly, in my opinion. So 3.5. And overall, I'm gonna give it a 3.75. So that's our scores. We can come together and kind of talk about it now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like introducing these kind of different books from the Golden Age to you guys. I mean, I think I've pretty much introduced all the different genres. The next one I'll probably do will be a romance, which will be fun. I'm not sure how you guys will react to it, but we'll probably do a romance book in the future. Because my goal is to kind of introduce the different elements to the Golden Age. I think that's what's great about the Golden Age is there are these different genres. This one is a war genre. I thought it was well put together personally.
I was happy to read it just because I am an Unknown Soldier fan, and it does.
Yeah, if that was if the splash page was the cover, I agree, Man Cave. This would be $1 million book.
I feel like this is an extension of the one that we got now, so I do appreciate it. I just don't think it's one of the best stories. I think it's good, and that centerfold's gorgeous, but
yeah,
I just like different style art than Cole's. I love Cole's art. That one didn't kill me. It's a good inside art covered or panel though. Fucking yeah, I think this is a good book. Is this a pricey one or not too bad?
Not super pricey. I think I paid $500 for it.
Okay.
This came in at 78.1%. It is 11th overall.
That's not bad.
What do you mean not bad? That's really high.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than those X-Men ones. That's all that we have to care about.
It beat FF51 or something. It beat like
actually FF51 is the one right above it.
Yeah, you beat that one, dude. That's one of the greatest. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's about a 2.0, 2.5, somewhere around there.
I think you got lucky on them scores, man.
Well, I like this book. It's a good.
I like it too. I don't know if I like it that much, but it's pretty good. I guess
it's a great example of America's propaganda war books from non-regular companies. Like it's a good example of Golden Age goodness.
I mean, one of the things is like this era of like from 1941 to 1945, really that era of comic books. the war propaganda was in everything. It was in all of the books. Even like little kids' books had war propaganda in them. And it's like it's interesting to see that and how it played out. So yeah.
Canada too. There's an exhibit at the War Museum here in Ottawa where they've got some of the Canadian whites, but they've also got a whole bunch of the war propaganda toys and the board games and all that other stuff as well for Canada. So,
yeah, it feels like, you know how the Watchmen are knockoff Charlton characters? It feels like that. It feels like a knockoff of Timely characters or something, to me a little bit.
Well, actually, the Unknown Soldier feels almost unique for that time. I can't think of another character except maybe Uncle Sam that to compare it to. And I don't know if this was what year was this?
This is 40 something.
Because Uncle Sam is 41.
I'm going to say 43 or something like that. 40.
We're getting
Here, I'll give you the proper date.
A request to see the centerfold again, Matt. If it's too much, don't worry about it.
Yeah, November 1943.
He closed it, guys. I could
No, hang on. I can get it real fast.
No, okay, yeah.
No.
1943.
There we go.
Yeah, Benny read it and he liked it. Doc seems to be a fan. I kind of like the cover just because you see all the characters that are in the book. It's not that bad. It's
Four Favorites has some really cool covers. Actually, Four Favorites 1 is a book I'm looking for. That has an awesome cover.
There you go.
There's the centerfold madness. Yeah, this seems to be like a pretty big damn deal right here. Yeah,
actually,
I can I get Matt to show Four Favorites number 1, the cover for it? It's really cool. So just go to the top and then click and then just click Four Favorites 1. Click the actual name of the company.
Name of the company.
Name of the Four Favorites. Just click up, go up, click the Four Favorite. Right there. Right where it says Four Favorites.
Gotcha. I got you.
And then click number 1. Now click. So look. Okay. Wait. Go back up. I don't want to spoil the end. Okay. So you got him punching Hitler. Go down a little bit more.
Yeah.
The first thing is the Raven's punching Hitler. The lightning is kicking Hitler. Go down now. Then the other guy's punching Hitler, and then they put the flagpole in Hitler's butt, but he's smiling.
Oh yeah,
isn't that awesome?
Oh my gosh, sodomy!
Isn't that a great cover?
I'm sorry, but sodomy.
That's a freaking cover.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, man. Here's the cover to one we're reading tonight. All right, that's the one. That's 12.
Yep.
Great black cover, actually. That probably is a tough book to get in high grade.
Yeah, but I thought this was a funny cover. This is a book I'm looking for. I think it's just a hilarious cover.
Yeah.
Anything where Hitler's beaten up, I think is great.
I want to see 13, actually. If I was to want to see
13 is not that great of a cover. If you go to 13, Matt, it's an LB Cole cover, but it's not the greatest. It's got the clown. It's got it's.
Oh, the clown.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
how did the clown escape then? He must have survived that issue, that book, that story I read already.
Yeah. So this is for LB Cole's very first cover.
That's his very first cover.
Yep.
I love it now.
That's the name I can't get over right there, Captain Nippo.
I would actually probably want this one
Captain
over
Nippo,
all the rest of them. I like that. I like how dark it is. I love the shading in it and the shadowing. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's funny. You've got the clown and Captain Nippo on the side, and he's still beating up the Nazi.
It's very classic comic book art. Look how cartoony the guy looks too, man. I just love that
It's
kind of
very
stuff.
cartoony. I mean, LB Cole vastly improves after this point, but I think this is early LB Cole.
Oh, look at him. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, that's
Thank-
what I thought too, man. Kate, the proportions are not the greatest on the Unknown Soldier.
No, of
Yeah.
course not. That's why I like it though. I like it like blown up in cartoons.
Well, it's not like he's unknown. It's not like anybody got a chance to see him to draw him properly.
Yeah, that was the reason.
It would have been really cool if he had the bandage around the face instead of the mask, right? That would have been.
Yeah,
like,
I know that, but that's the DC. But the thing is, the DC
That's
version is
older.
a good version.
That's a newer version. I mean,
That's a long ass like he says, "Hey man, they have you what? Look at Fantastic 3. Look at those fucking gams, dude. Those
So,
are pretty cool.
who's the next book from?
I got it. It's gonna be Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special #1. That's our next book.
And whose book is that? That's TM's?
That's TM's. Yep.
Okay. So we're doing
Military
Christmas. At least it's thematic of like we're going into Christmas. So
Yeah. I think it'll be good. Winter specials are usually pretty good anyway. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's go around the horn. So Collector Club, we're going to be introducing a new segment. We stole it from Nerdy Nirvana and apparently a million other shows.
okay.
It's going to be this or that. I think you'll like this, Alan and Matt. So
Okay.
we're going to put up 2 books of almost equal or equal notoriety or key value, kind of.
Oh, and we say which one we prefer.
Yeah, it's going to be from the
I used
same.
to do that on my channel like 3 years ago, where
Okay. Well,
I
stole
would
it from you
say
too.
these books are the same value. Which would you choose? And yeah,
It's going to be the same character.
Dope
though.
does that too. He does on about half his videos. He's like, "Which do you want? This 3.5 this or this 4.0
Oh,
this?"
really?
You know?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's what I was
Dope
doing
does
on
that.
my.
I don't watch enough Dope to see it. No, I'm kidding. No, this will be the same character. So, for example, it'll be like 2 Spawn books, 2 Thor books. So that's the way we're going to do it. And I'm going to have nice screenshots and all that shit. So
Whenever I think of those kind of things, I always think, okay, if I have $100, would I spend it on this book or this book? You know?
Yeah, that's the way I look at it too.
Mm.
and it'll be good to see if people know like what key's worth more money too, shit like that. So, all right, what do you got going on, Matt?
Well, hopefully I can fix my voice by Friday.
It's not that bad.
Well, I'm recovering, but like how if anybody's had bronchitis, they know it can linger a little bit. So, on Friday I'm going to be on Alan's show and Big E's show.
Okay.
During the Friday night thing. Saturday I've got nothing. Sunday there's a Superman show, and it's a big one because Robbie and Comic Mike are coming on, and Robbie's going to be showing some Golden Age Superman that nobody's shown before that I've seen. So I'm looking forward to that. And Comic Mike had bought a lot of new Silver Age ones he wants to show. So I'm very excited about that. And then on Tuesday, if it stands, because I may have to cancel it, but if it stands, my guest will be Adam from Up and Adam Comics.
Very cool.
All right, and this week we're doing heroines, meaning super women or women of comics for Alan's top 10.
So the way I did it was, that was last Friday. The way I did it was pick 10 different female characters for your the cover challenge.
I'm still gonna get mine out before I figure out this next one coming, so I'll do that. And what you got going on, Alan?
So tomorrow is the grand finale of this latest unboxing. Only going to show one book, but it's a biggie, and I'm actually showing I'm going to be showing my Sodi collection. So
Cool.
So it's sort of like I've just added, I'm at the point where I only have 3 books left to get. This is one of those 3, and it's sort of like kind of like finale of finales kind of thing. Then on Sunday I always do my special. On Fridays I do the hangout, but my Sunday show will be about the market and stuff. That'll be cool. And then on Sunday morning, I'm going to be hanging out with Matt. He doesn't know it yet, but we're going to the comic convention together.
I can't Sunday. I told you.
You're not going to the comic convention this Sunday?
I can't. I told you that this
week. You already bought the tickets.
I know, but we have our. I'll ask Rob if I can transfer to you. No, I can't go. I completely blanked. That's the day that we have our family photo shoot, and that's the day
man.
And after that, we got to go. We've got the brunch with the family, and then home to do the Christmas decoration. I completely blanked that was that Sunday.
Right. So I'm going to be going by myself, sadly.
I know for a fact that Tan and Lau are going.
Yeah, so we'll all hang out. We'll have lots of fun. We'll be it's so much better without Matt here.
I know. the dealers are all going to be like, "Where's Matt? We're not making money today."
Yeah. So I'll ask in your honor for the Matt special, for the special discounts.
Yes, I done messed up, Doc. But you know what? It's no big deal because there are millions of comic shows. There's only so many years you can get the kids into a Christmas photo. Next year, my boy's going to be 18. I don't know if he's going to want to do it anymore. So
yeah, I have one other big thing big piece of news that's happening. By the way, on Monday I sent out my stackery. So my next stackery set of books are coming, and they're big. These are the big ones actually coming. I have I say I have about 10 grails.
These are the biggest ones this year. So seriously,
some of them are.
I believe you when you say it. Just
these are big books. These are big books, and this will be a big unboxing. So that I'll be doing a special show, a live show where I'll kind of do all the bubble wrap stuff. But I'll be doing it in a fun way where I'll let the audience choose one of my mini cubbies, like these things behind me, and whatever number they pick, I will show all the books that are behind it. So
41.
Yeah, exactly. So if you pick, whatever one you pick, there's probably about some of them have like 100 books behind them. Like some of them have like a lot of books behind them.
Whichever one is Slave Girl, that way you can show Slave Girl.
Yeah, I think Slave Girls.
I like the way you get books out, and I do it about the same way. Sometimes you don't do it like this every time, but sometimes you'll show the picture of the book you bought, and you gotta wait till you get it, and you unbox it. But you're not like too pretentious or whatever to not share before you get it. So, did you present your Black Cat 50 yet?
I think it's on my Instagram.
I think I saw it there, but not on.
I posted it on my Instagram.
Did you get it on?
Maybe I didn't. I don't know if I did. I think I did.
I don't think you've shown it on screen unless I missed it.
I haven't shown it to I haven't received it yet. So
okay.
But yeah, that's the big book. That's one of the big books.
Oh, I thought okay. That's why I was comparing this lot to. So I was thinking bigger than that. Like, geez.
No, so that's one of the big ones from this next unboxing.
Okay.
But there's big books that are also in that level. Like there's like a bunch of books that are at the same level as the Black Cat. So,
well, cheers to that. That's a good way to finish off your year, Alan. We're hoping, fingers crossed, Doc shows. He says, I think last time he was on channel with this, he said he's going to come Friday. So that's always fun.
Yeah, maybe we can battle him and finally beat the guy.
You're my number one prospect, Alan. If you're
I am going to beat Doc with an ambush bug special 1.
Not going to happen. Hopefully,
everybody
Alan
loves the ambush.
I'm going to get all my street sharks out and my
I am going to beat Doc with what the hell those animals in the forest there or whatever. I can't even remember their name.
Well, you use the ferret.
I will beat him with the ferret and Herco.
All right, we've seen Bleeker pop in. I want to say hi to. There was someone that came in from TM. Sugar Skulls. Good to see you, Sugar Skulls. Of course, Madness and Doc and Bubs and Benny. Appreciate y'all, guys.
Jason was here
and Archivist. Really appreciate Archivist stopping by.
Bub.
Mhm.
Bubser. You know, Bubs was hanging out with Doc down at Jan Eves. Did you know that, Alan? You probably didn't know that.
No, I did not.
Well, they didn't hang out together, but something like that. All right.
Okay.
See y'all later, man. Enjoy
Even
your.
Doc says that would whip me with that book. See, the ferret it is.
Doc's not too humble to admit that he can lose. You know, he can lose. I would put Jonah against Doc, but that would take away Doc's superpower of Jonah, right? That's why he's so damn good, because Jonah picks the books.
Yeah,
for him.
his son keeps on like stacking the deck. What
What
we
you're
have to
saying
do,
is I need a Jonah.
what we have to do is distract his son, and then we
If Jonah's gone, he's fucked.
can, yeah.
Dude, am I wrong though, Alan? Wouldn't Jonah be very interesting to talk to? Like, he seems like he's very.
Yeah, his son seems to know some stuff.
Holy crap!
Hmm.
All right.
Look who he's getting his information from.
Hmm.
I want to pick Jonah's brain one of these days. I'm gonna get it. I want the first interview, Doc, if it ever gets lined up. If you anybody else asks him, you guys say Biggie got you first. All right. Hashtag enjoy. See y'all later.
Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.